Today, early morning, my mentor approached me and he told me, "Pack your bag. We need to travel to higher lands." And before leaving, he looked back at me with a smile and said, "The lesser baggage we have, the higher we will be able to travel." I was shocked and flabbergasted because I was living in one of the most beautiful and powerful places on earth, and I had never dreamt of leaving it. I love and respect my mentor and also know that he always has the best of me in his mind, and therefore I accepted his decision and started to pack, knowing fully that we may or may not come back to this place again. What all can I take along with me? Well, in the physical dimension, there are obvious limitations of space, time, and energy. But how about the mental space? How about the mind? Can I not carry all those things and places which I like in my memory? That sounds like a great argument. And so I sat in meditation, consciously paying attention on the objects and places and surroundings, those mysterious valleys and powerful temples and those locations which have special energies. I started to travel in them mentally and consciously started to record them. I had to start from somewhere, so I started from my own house, the various objects and things that I loved and would miss. And then I transported my attention to a hilltop shrine which was about 100 kilometers south of my geographical location, and then moved northward towards the source of river Ganga. Then I went east and west and all those small places. I always went for walk or I went for holiday, whatever it may be. I also visited the houses and dwellings of my friends and said goodbye to them, thank you, and if we don't see again, it was great. The physical landscape was being plotted consciously in the mental landscape, and this whole process seemed to be effortless, just like a empty boat floating freely in a lake, or engine oil moving about freely within a running engine. So once I had covered all nearby places, I said, okay, this is what my mental baggage is, which I'm going to store in my mind as memories, and that's it, we are ready to go. Moment I said that, my mind sort of spoke back to me and said, listen, this is good enough, but we have a lot of space, why don't you carry more things? And I said, what should I carry? And he said that Tibet is nearby, how about Mount Kailash? And I said, yes, that is something I really wanted to do, so let me visit it. If I'm not able to do physically, let me visit it mentally. And so I mentally traveled to the nearby route to Mount Kailash, and then further up to China, then to Mongolia, to the mysterious Baikal Lake in Russia, and then came back. And then again I said, okay, now it's over. But then the mind again said, oh, what about the south? There are some beautiful places in the south which you have been to and should visit them at least for the last time. And I agreed with him and sort of traveled southwards from where I live to South India and Tamil Nadu, Tiruvannamalai, Pondicherry, and the whole belt, Rameshwaram, and the list was getting exhaustive now. And soon I realized that I had to actually travel mentally along the entire border of India, and perhaps also travel to nearby countries, including Japan, and then come back through Americas. In the end, I concluded that I had to mentally capture the entire world map because everything was interconnected. One impression or memory automatically led to a host of memories and impressions, and everything was in me in the form of this little eye, which was akin to a microchip or a SIM card in our smartphones. Just then, my mentor came back, woke me up from my mindful meditation, and lit a great fire in front of me and asked me to meditate on it. As I was meditating on the fire, he said, with your huge mental baggage of memories, we can't travel to higher levels of consciousness, intelligence, and awareness. I knew this was coming, and I looked at him honestly and asked him, but what do I do with it? And he said, offer all that you know in the form of memories and impressions to this holy fire, and request it to consume it all and return it back to where it came from. And once I really did it, in a flash I knew that I was ready to travel to higher lands, We all operate in the world of the known, the world of impressions, experiences, knowledge, memories, and past. And this past projects itself as the future. So we are really never free. Working in the world of the known is similar to working with a corrupt system, a impaired system, which is important to create long and lasting solutions or total solutions. As majority of us don't really have a choice, we keep breaking our heads with an inefficient system and in the process suffer and miss the whole point of life and existence. Now you're going to ask, how do we operate and respond in the world of known without memories, without knowledge and impressions? And my hint answer would be that just as a computer which has read only memory or working memory but doesn't have anything or very little on its hard disk, and because its hard drive is empty, it automatically plays the great orchestra or symphony of existence.